Hey, it's Elizabeth Off Grid, and this video is going to be about everything that I eat while living in a car with no cooler, no refrigeration. Now, I would like to show you all the things that I cook, and I will be showing you all the things that I cook, but this morning, this is a Friday morning, and for breakfast, I just got back from a road trip yesterday, and I have not gone grocery shopping, and this morning I need to do my laundry, and I want to get there as soon as I can. So it's like almost 7 o'clock, so I went to Starbucks. I got a tall coconut milk mocha, no whip, and an impossible breakfast sandwich. I'm not gonna eat them right now. I'm actually gonna go to the laundromat. Well, I'm gonna eat this and drink that. I'm not gonna eat and drink this now. I'm gonna go to the laundromat, get my laundry in the wash, and then I'll eat it while the wash is going, so I can try to be the most efficient possible. Hey, so I just went to the grocery store. I'm gonna show you all the stuff I bought, and this kind of gives you an idea of the kinds of things I typically get at the grocery store to be able to eat while living in a car and not having refrigeration. So these are really good things for rice for when I'm in town. Now, if I'm driving on a road trip, I have a rice cooker and I make rice, but the rice cooker actually takes a fair amount of electricity. I mean, it's 12 volt, but plugging it into my car, no big deal. But using my battery, since it runs for 45 minutes to make rice from scratch, it takes a long time. So when I'm in town, I don't want to use my batteries for that and drain them down. So I'll just use these. These are obviously a lot more expensive than just cooking rice, but they're very good for being in town. And also then I take the opportunity to have brown rice. So I have brown rice, brown and wild rice, and then I just wanted something different. These were on sale, so I got 2 of them. And so I got the chicken and herb seasoned rice. This is just to have something that tastes different. One thing I'm finding is that I tend to eat the same things over and over again because those are the things that are really convenient and easy to cook. And then I'm like, get sick of things. So I like to have things that just literally taste different. So I got these pasta sides, and I got these just to have something that tastes different. Now it says that it's 1 package is a serving size, but I'm actually gonna only eat half of it because 1 package is 91 grams of carbs and half a package is 46. 46 is the right amount of carbs for me. I have type 2 diabetes, by the way, for me to eat with a meal. And then I'll just add chicken and broccoli to this, probably both of them. I would add chicken and broccoli, to these to fill out the rest of the meal, and that way I just get to taste something different. And the reason I got so much rice and all this is because it was all on sale. So I took the opportunity to get things cheap. And the other thing that I got literally just for something that tastes different is stuffing. So this technically requires butter. It wants you to add butter. I think I'll just try adding like oil maybe and see if that gives it enough flavor. I'm not quite sure, like maybe olive oil. I think that might be okay. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try that. And it has a recipe for saucepan, a recipe for microwave. So I'm thinking I can just, it's just boiling water and then you let it stand for 5 minutes. So all I have to do is boil water, and you boil 1.5 cups of water and a 1/4 cup. And that makes your serving, I think. So serving size is, there's 6 servings per container, and each serving size is 28 grams. But then they talk about cups. I really hate how stuff is in the United States. It's like net weight is 6 ounces. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's for 1 serving. Anyway, all right, so we got that. Then I got a bunch of protein bars. These are all bars I already had. These ones were all on sale, so I got 2 of these. This one, these are a little bit more expensive, but actually they're like eating a cookie, but they're only 18 grams of carbs. So that's great as part of a breakfast when I'm in town. And then I have these protein bars, which are also great, but then they were on sale, so I got 2 of them. And then, what else did I get? Oh, I got 2 things of cold brew. So because these are on sale, normally they're $15 and they're like almost half off. So I got 2 of them. I think they might've been the last 2 ones. So the idea of this is that this is for me, not when I'm in town and I don't want to have to make hot coffee because I don't have to deal with that first thing in the morning. And I use this. This is allegedly, each one of these is allegedly 5 servings. I need to actually start measuring out when I make cold brew because I haven't been, and then I end up making them way too concentrated, but it kind of tastes better. I don't know. Got Advil because I needed Advil. I got lettuce, green onions. I get green onions instead of regular onions because these last longer, and you can just use like 1 green onion at a time. These are pretty thick, so I'll just use 1. Sometimes I use 2. These are easy to wash. I will probably wash them here at the park. This is the only vegetables I actually have to wash because this stuff is already pre-washed. I know there's people who don't trust it, but I do. Yes, thoroughly washed, ready to eat. Okay, and then I got washed and ready to eat broccoli in a bag. So when you buy vegetables like this that are already washed, they cost more money. But the thing is that broccoli is the kind of thing that I am not washing in a park. Like, that's just too difficult to deal with. So I get them in a bag, even though it costs more, because I think it'll be less likely that it goes bad and just so much easier to deal with. But if I had something like a carrot or a zucchini, I would totally wash that in a park, because like you just rinse it off. Like that's not a big deal. Broccoli is a little bit more complicated, right? So all this stuff I got, this whole entire haul was $70.98, which includes the tax. And I got 23% savings. So I had $20.64 member discount. And that's the thing, is I just got a lot of shelf stable stuff on sale, which I'm very glad about. The one downside is, where the heck do I put this stuff? And so this is the problem I have every time where I buy a whole bunch of shelf stable things that I'm going to eat. Like this I will eat over the next month. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is 16 servings of carbs. Just the rice and pasta and stuffing. And then this is, 10 of these bars. So each of these are 5 servings. So I have this is about half a month of shelf stable food. Now for this stuff, I buy this new every couple days. So this is something that I go to the grocery store every couple days to buy my fresh stuff. I also got a prepackaged salad. So how much was this salad? I think it was $5. Yeah, $5.07. This is a Chinese chicken salad. I really just needed something that tasted different. And it is cheaper to get prepared food from the grocery store than to go to a fast food place. And I just wanted something that tasted different, and I wanted something that was very vegetables and easy. So I'm gonna be eating this in the next hour, and I will show you when I eat this. The only thing I don't like about this is it has no information about how many calories are in it or how many carbs are in it or anything. It's just how it is. And I'm like, I would much prefer if it had some nutritional information on it. No, yeah, it does have thing where it says it has egg, milk, soy, and wheat, and may contain sesame. So I know I have to take a pill with it, which is actually very important information. That's the most important information to have, but it should have some other information on it, but I think it's fine from a carb perspective for a meal. Okay, I'm gonna dig in. I'm just gonna eat it out of here with my own fork. But this is the Chinese chicken salad from Safeway. Simple little meal of tuna fish and tortillas with mayonnaise and French fried onions and salt and pepper. I wanted a treat. Yeah, I'm just having a little salad with vinegar oil dressing, some Italian seasoning, and I have these croutons, which are these weird croutons that I have from Trader Joe's, and sesame seeds. So nice simple salad to end the day. Yeah, so it's the next day. I'm ready to have breakfast. I have a migraine, so I'm having trouble. I took some over-the-counters and what have you, but yeah, I'm having trouble this morning. Okay, so I'm having 2 protein bars that I bought yesterday. The peanut butter and dark chocolate, that's the generic Safeway brand, and the Nature Valley wafer peanut butter chocolate. It's like this wafer thing that has like peanut butter stuff inside. This is like eating a candy bar cookie. But these 2 together have 15 grams of protein. So that's great. And each one of these bars is that's 14 grams of carbs and 18 grams of carbs. So perfect for me for breakfast. I have type 2 diabetes, so it's important how much carbs something has and also much protein. And then for coffee, I got, let's see if I can dig this out. My car is a little bit disheveled because I have all the stuff for camping and stuff here. I haven't taken to storage yet because I was gonna take it to storage yesterday, but they were working. There's a couple guys who are like doing painting and work on the storage place, and I can't deal with them. Anyway, I got Starbucks cold brew. So I'm going to try this. I got 2 of them because they were like almost half off. So that makes them actually affordable. Cold brew is not cheap. So I'm going to pull in right behind me, right next to me. Yeah, they're gonna pull in right next to me. A giant parking lot with no people, and they're pulling in right next to me. I'm gonna move in a second, but I'm gonna try this and see how much it is. It's only 5 servings per each one, so at full price, it's not worth it. All right, I'm gonna move my car and then have breakfast. Got Whole Foods hot plus salad bar. I regard this as medicinal because I have troubles today because of a migraine. I normally wouldn't do this, even though I actually very much love their salad bar and hot bar. And then for my last snack of the day, a somewhat melted protein bar. Having the same breakfast of 2 bars and cold brew. So making a real second breakfast, early lunch. It's like not even 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the secret ingredient, this honey sriracha seasoning. Sriracha would be too hard for me to keep in my little cooler, and because it needs actual refrigeration because it has sugar in it. But this does not need refrigeration, so it works great for my little sort of saute stir fries. I got Taco Bell. Each taco is 15 grams of carbs, so it's actually 3 tacos is something I can eat. Yeah, so last night I forgot to record something that I ate, 2 things that I ate. One was my normal salad. It's the same salad I eat every night that I have a salad, so that's no big deal. The other thing I had was an ice cream. So my significant other had bought some ice creams at the grocery store and then brought me one when I was sitting in a parking lot, which was so nice and sweet. One of those drumsticks with the nuts on top, you know, it was excellent. They have about 30 grams of carbs, so a bit much for a snack for me, but I think it was fine, you know, since I had a salad right before that, so I think it kind of balances out. So this morning I'm having my typical breakfast, a couple protein bars, and the Starbucks cold brew concentrate mix up that I'll mix up with some water. Hey y'all, so I went to a different Whole Foods for my early lunch. So got different stuff in my salad bar thing. I really don't want to be eating out this much, to be honest, but it's really hot, and in a lot of ways Whole Foods a hot and salad bar have the least expensive healthy food that you can get, where you actually get a nice selection of random different things. It's kind of fun. And I went to a different Whole Foods, so I got different stuff. So I wanted a sandwich, so I went to Subway. I haven't been to Subway in years. I used to work in there in high school, so everything is so different than it was in the 90s, but we'll see how it goes. Well, so I tidied up back here. Doesn't it look nice and orderly for me? Anyway, I made the salad. This time my salad has cranberries in it, but fundamentally pretty much the same salad that I have every day, with a vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and oil dressing, some Italian seasoning, and then just various crunchy things. I didn't put any nuts or anything in it today because I just didn't feel like it. So all my vegetables have gone bad except for this lettuce wood, and I'm eating it now. So tomorrow I will be going grocery shopping, but I'm going to try to be conservative and just buy just food that I'm actually gonna eat. Like, I'll go to the grocery store in anticipation of the meal that I will be cooking next, not like this kind of theoretical food, you know? So I'm gonna try to do that. Tomorrow I'm going hiking, so I will be not going to the park at 8 a.m., which is good because that means I could head over to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is less expensive produce, so I may do that for my produce tomorrow. We shall see. Hey y'all, good morning. Same breakfast as usual. I'm going hiking this morning, and so I'm really glad to have a quick, easy breakfast that can get me going so I can go on my hike. I will now be assembling my tuna fish wrap, tortillas, crispy onions, mayo, tuna fish, salt and pepper. Okay, so hopefully you can actually see me because I know it's a lot of glare going on right now. So to Trader Joe's, I spent $17.22, and what I got, this is like a very kind of reasonable grocery shopping, I think. So I got lettuce. This will last me 2 to 3 days depending on how hungry I am for each of my lettuce meals. Green onions, which I use now instead of white or yellow or any other color because I can just use 1 or 2 of these. I do have to wash this though. I got 2 red peppers. I've realized that once you cut up a red pepper, you got to eat the whole thing because it just does not, you have to have refrigeration to keep it. You could probably eat it later the same day, but you can't hold it for multiple days. So each one of these will be eaten at a meal. I got 6 eggs because I don't want to have the eggs go bad. It's because I actually threw out a couple eggs, so I think it's better for me to just buy 6 at a time so I'm not throwing them out. And I'm planning to eat this today, tomorrow, and the next day. And that should be fine. As long as it's too hot. It's actually not that hot right now. I got these protein bars. These are great. They are 10 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs, and I like them. They're chocolatey. And the peanuts is what gives them the really good ratio in that way. But these will be really good as another thing to have with my breakfast. And then I got a couple treats. I got chocolate bars, which I already have a couple in there, but I want to always have them because that's like my chocolate. The entire bar is 15 grams of carbs, and I like them. And then I got something totally did not need, which is baked cheese crunchies. And I actually like these better than Cheetos because I've gotten used to them and I like them better now. They're actually, as far as things in this genre, they're very good. So one serving, which is about 3/4 of a cup, is 19 grams of carbs. So it's a perfectly fine snack. So I really needed a treat, you know, something that was just for fun. They don't have the cookies that I like. They're not in season, for lack of a better word, because they're making all kinds of other stupid cookies. So they don't have anything that I like. So anyway, so I'm gonna go to, I think I have one more errand to run, which is to pick up something from the Amazon locker, and then I can go and wash my vegetables at the park, and so I can wash them out of the way. And in a bit, I will make another meal. I also have 2 potatoes in the back that will be part of this kind of Tex-Mex. Actually, I don't know how I'm gonna make it Tex-Mex. I might just make it just salt and pepper, which is what I made last time. Super simple meal. Today I am making a breakfast, but for lunch / dinner, whatever time this is. And then I'm gonna put in 2 eggs. I don't know how to scramble them in here. Very simple. I might just do it with the salt and pepper because everything is such a flavorful thing. Potatoes and peppers and everything. So this tastes good with just really simple seasoning. Last food of the day is to have this protein bar from Trader Joe's. Today we're having a little bit different selection. We're having one of the kind breakfast bars plus the wafer bar. Very exciting. And today we're using some Cajun seasoning for the same meal. Snack that I opened up upside down. Need another snack? So I just wanted to talk about the fact that I got ice cream, or actually it was frozen custard. So here's the thing. Full fat frozen custard with mix-ins with a little bit of candy things and brownie things does not spike my blood sugar. Why is that? My theory is it's because it's full fat. That fat is so important for me to keep my blood sugar even, because then I metabolize everything very slowly and I'm also more satisfied. I don't need as much of it. This is something that, you know, growing up in the 1990s, we were told fat is so terrible, but of course that was not true. It was just part of that conspiracy of diet, making money off of diet stuff, as opposed to actual real things that are important for everybody. Generally speaking, what you eat there's not like a universal thing where some foods are good for, like there's certain foods that are good for everybody and other foods that are bad for everybody. That's not true. It's way more complicated. We all have our own unique bodies and how we metabolize things and what we need and what our lifestyle's like and so many things. So being someone from St. Louis, Missouri, frozen custard is something that is dear to my heart. And it's so satisfying. It was fun to go to that place that has a frozen custard. It's a place that my son and I used to go to all the time. And get to, have a nice treat, sit outside and eat it. It was lovely. So I'm gonna try to make a ranch dressing. I have like this ranch powder, and I was thinking I could use mayonnaise, because the recipe is with mayonnaise and milk. So I'm thinking if I could use mayonnaise and then like oil, water, I don't know. So that's my idea. Here's the ranch dressing seasoning mix. All the monosodium glutamate you could possibly want. We're gonna see if, and the recipe calls for mayonnaise and milk. You could also use sour cream, it says. You want something low fat, which of course I do not want that, so we're not gonna worry about low fat. It's very strong. It's not necessarily bad, but it's weird. Oh, powder like went everywhere. I didn't measure anything. So now it's just making this. So yeah, it needs to be a little bit thinner. So I'm thinking I can put in a little bit of oil, and that will like make it thinner, similar to milk, except oil is not even like milk at all, except the fact that it's a fat. But I don't know how that's gonna have a emulsification problem, but that's okay. Let's try that. It looks weird. Tastes kind of good though. All right, let's get some lettuce. And yeah, take a close on this. That's okay. I should have real croutons. I should have these weird croutons that I got at Trader Joe's. Cool. I'm gonna put some other stuff on a bit. Got the juice and put some of these cheese bites. Some of these weird croutons. There, croissant croutons. French fried onions, of course. My salads that I make are kind of mostly topped. This ended up being good. I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Same breakfast, but just different bars. Hey, also I went to Safeway and went grocery shopping. I really, instead of having a hot meal, I really actually kind of wanted something bread. So I got some rye bread, and I got turkey for one sandwich. I got a 1/4 pound of the cracked pepper turkey that I really like. And then I got some more of these bars that I have for breakfast. There's 5 of them in there. So these bars are a little on the expensive side of bars, but it's good to have kind of a variety. With the on sale-ness, they were $7. The rye bread was $6.49, and that's for 15 allegedly pieces of bread. So split that up among 7 sandwiches, let's say. And then this meat was $4.32. So I'd compare that to like getting a 6-inch sandwich at Subway. I'm actually gonna get more meat, you know what I mean? But I won't have veggies. I don't know. It's a toss up, but this bread will last me for a while, and rye bread tends to keep pretty well. So this is what I'm gonna have for my second breakfast, early lunch. In a few minutes, I'm going to a different park, and I'm gonna see how that park is as far as shade parking and also as far as picnic table-ness. I really would love to have a table to go through the box. All right, I'm gonna go and eat my sandwich. I'm finally taking a photo of one of the ice creams that my significant other brought to me in a random parking lot. See, random parking lot. Sometimes I'm not good at taking pictures of my food. So I had some rice with 2 eggs, super simple meal. I don't have any vegetables, and I didn't want to go to the store because I was already at the park. So I just made a really quick meal, and then I ate it up because I was very hungry. Hey all, so that was everything I eat in a week. So I have some stuff that I cook from scratch-ish. Sometimes I go to a store and get something and make it. Sometimes I get fast food or mediumly fast food, fast casual. Sometimes I'm just eating bars. The thing is, I don't cook as much as I thought I was going to, because I thought what I was going to be doing was cooking up large batches of food and putting it in my refrigerator and then eat it over time. That has not happened because I don't have a cooler and I don't have refrigeration because I'm just not dealing with it right now. I think eventually I will have refrigeration, not a cooler, but I think eventually I will have refrigeration, and then I'll be able to have leftovers. Because I'll tell you, having to cook multiple meals a day is just not very realistic when you live in a car. It's just too much of a hassle when you don't really have like a permanent kitchen setup. But the idea is if I was, cooking up stuff and then able to eat leftovers over multiple days, that would be an amazing way to save a lot of money. Also, if I had a freezer, so I think over the long term, I will end up using a refrigerator of some kind, probably because I'm going to get sick of eating all this same stuff over and over again. And if I ever want to be off grid for long chunks of time, which I mean, eventually I will for sure, but if I want to do that in the near term, then I'm definitely going to want to have some kind of refrigeration that is tied to electric batteries that are tied to solar. So, you know, this is something that is evolving over time. So this is really capturing everything I eat in a week at the beginning when I'm eating just things that are shelf stable. I have no refrigeration. I just have a soft side cooler that doesn't have ice in it. So it's there just to keep things safe. So thank you all for watching. If you have any ideas for other shelf stable foods that I can eat, feel free to leave them in the comments below or just say hi. And then of course, like, subscribe if you want to keep following along. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.